Hello friends. Now, when we have learned the same steps, ho- we have learned that how the same steps can be performed in the M language and in the Dex. Now it's time to understand why, what, and where the M language should be used, and why, what, and where the Dex language should be used. I have written some pointers here that where the M language is used and where the Dex language is used. The M language is used in Power Query Editor. This is basically the backend backstage language of Power Query Editor, while DAX is used in Power BI Desktop. That is, we clearly have seen that. Why to use M language and why to use DAX language? So we used M language to transform the data, to get connections, to load the data into the Power Query Editor, to make that connections with the Excel, to make the connection with the CSV, to make the connection with the SQL, we require the M language. Or and after that, after the connection is getting made, now we need to transform the data. Then M language is better. But when the data layer is ready, we have already created our data. Now we have to do some calculations out of that M line, out of the table. Then DAX will come into the picture. So DAX functions are basically used for analysis and calculations, while M language is used for transformations and connections. Right? What M language can do and what DAX can do. M language can control the shape of the data. You can add the column, delete the replicates, right? So basically, you are controlling the shape of the data before loading the data into the Power BI. It can transform one table at a time. So this is the limitations of language. M language, that when we were dealing with the region dim table, we can transform the data from in the regional dim only. We cannot do anything in the another table. Although we can merge the table, we can join the table, we can add them together, but it can transform one table at a time. While Dex language, it can return a column, it can return a table also, and we can make calculations using various tables that are available in the data model. Right? So this is the basic difference between M language and DAX. DAX is anyways important, although M language is a simple because it is just a clickable thing. Right? So M language is simple, but DAX is also important for analysis purpose. For that thing, we will learn DAX in a bit deeper in our upcoming videos. Till then, thank you.